Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone, taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say shalom to Akim and Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson, alright? In this form of, this time in a form of a Babylon news, alright? And again, Salakia for the noise. It's always loud 24/7 where I am. So just gotta work through it. Alright. It's let's see. Hurricane, we're gonna start off with this. Alright. We got Hurricane Ian. It says Biden says early reports show what may be substantial loss of life. Alright, and this is apparently a live update. Alright, it's been updated since, let's see. Alright, this was 9 minutes ago. Alright, so hey, we're pretty fresh on this. Alright, so it says again, Hurricane Ian, Biden says early reports show what may be substantial loss of life. So I guess they're saying there's a lot of a lot of death going out there, a lot of judgment. Alright, hey, there was another report, where does it say, let's see, is it in this one? There was another report where I read, it said it may be like the worst hurricane. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, see right here. Well, deadliest in Florida history. All right, Hurricane Ian live updates. Ian may be the deadliest in Florida history, Biden says. All right, so I don't know if they've released a death number, like a death toll. Let's see. Well, they're just saying multiple deaths. They haven't released an official number, but hey, man, hey, this is the fury of the Lord, and it's a scary thing. And you know, hey, may Yahweh Shai Shai watch over you, diligent brothers and sisters out there that are around these areas. All right, they say it's just watched Street Teacher's video. I don't think I have it up. No, I still got it up. All right, he didn't update. They're saying that Ian's heading towards the path of South Carolina, but that it's mostly going to pass over it. All right, so hey, Lord willing, that's true, and you know you're protected out there, brother, as well as you know any of the other brothers and sisters that may be out in those surrounding areas that hurricane rolls through. All right, hey, but you people that haven't hearkened the word, man, hey, you're on your own on that one. All right. Because you don't have the Lord. All right, this let's read a little bit here. All right, and grab some scriptures. Let's see. What's this say? It says U.S. President speaks at FEMA headquarters. This could be the deadliest hurricane in Florida's history. I guess it was right there, Salakia. I ended up skimming right over it. So hey, and you know they're gonna instate that FEMA business. All right, and you know they're not to help. It says from 3 hours ago, we'll read this one. It says, Biden early reports show what may be substantial loss of life. There are reports of what may be substantial loss of life, President Joe Biden said while speaking at the FEMA headquarters in Washington, D.C. this afternoon. Speaking about Hurricane Ian, Biden said, it is still moving across the state today. This could be the deadliest hurricane in Florida's history. The numbers are still unclear, but we are hearing early reports of what may be substantial loss of life. So it's, that's probably up in, I wouldn't be surprised if it's up in the thousands. All right, if you're saying substantial, if you grab the definition of substantial, all right, it's not something to be taken lightly. A considerable size, all right, a sizable amount, all right. So hey, you'll just have to wait and see what those numbers are. But hey, hey, it's not looking great. But hey, we know that. Do we have it? Fuck yeah. Let's actually grab that real quick. Whosoever perished being innocent. Alright. Job 4 and 7. If we go over here, it says, Job 4 and 7, remember I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Alright, so hey, whoever's among those numbers, hey, that's how it was meant to be. So we got, what else? We'll continue on more on this, a little bit more. Says, the president continued my message to the people of Florida and to the country at times like this. America comes together, blah, blah, blah. That's a bunch of bullshit. We're going to pull together as a team. Bullshit. No, you're not. All right, that's just a bunch of fucking sugarcoating for the patriots, all right, for the patriots that trust in America. This is a bunch of bullshit. They're not going to pull together. They're not going to do anything. And if they do anything, it's going to be as minimal as it can possibly be just to make them look good. Just however long it takes, we're going to get there. Not if the Lord doesn't want you to get there, all right? So, hey, you Edomites, as well as you unrepentant Jakes, hey, man, these storms are coming to fuck you up, all right? So, hey, that's all we're going to grab. We don't need to read a whole bunch on it. I'm sure everybody at this point's heard about Hurricane Ian. I'm sure they've watched lessons about it, read about it. Hey, you know, watched news about it. What's this do? So, hey, we don't need to get in much on it, but let's see. Is this where it's going right now? Yeah, as you can see. So it's coming up from past the Gulf of Mexico up through Florida, of course, and then it's going to, they say it's going to skim right by South Carolina, but not hit it. All right, so, hey, you know. So let's grab it. This is Job 4 and 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? All right, so when these news outlets start rolling their footage, all right, rolling their videos, a lot of the time they're going to say a lot of innocent lives were lost, all right, and that's not true. These people were not innocent, all right, especially up there through Florida and South Carolina, and especially for all over. But just an example for Florida and South Carolina, all right, you got the GMS Miami camp out there with the brother Samak Ephraim. All right, and then in South Carolina, you got the elder brother Menatazak. All right, so these people have heard. You know they've walked by, all right, and haven't hearkened. So, hey, these people know, all right? These people aren't innocent, all right? The Most High has something against them, and they perished. It's as simple as that. If that offends you in any way, hey, that means this word offends you, okay? And it means it means you got something against the Lord, all right? It means you got something against the Most High, all right? Not us as people, but as the Most High. Let's grab another one. This is Proverbs 28 and 5. It reads, evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. All right, and that's why when these things happen, these judgments, all right, someone gets their wig split, okay, or people dying in hurricanes, earthquakes, wars, all right, just getting shot up, all right, any other way, random deaths, okay, hey. And you don't understand it. It's because you're evil. You're not going to understand the judgment. You're not going to get that this is the Most High doing it. All right. And there are Edomites out there that you know, if you do tell them that, they'll tell you that, you know, God must be a terrible person if He's doing that. Why? Because they understand not judgment. All right. They don't know they don't know anything really. They're a bunch of idiots. Really. They don't have any understanding of anything at all. All right. Because the only understanding that matters is the understanding of this truth. All right, it's not going to matter how much you know about how to fix a car. All right, when stuff gets going. Proverbs 28 and 5 once again. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. Okay, that's why the brothers, you know, across the world that are making these lessons, prophesying, all right, have that understanding. All right, but you evil people out in the world, you're not going to get it. Let's continue on. This is Isaiah 28 and 2. Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand. Hey, man, the Most High has many different ways to take you out, and these they call them so-called natural disasters. All right, but really they should be called God-made disasters, or you know, something along those lines. All right, work at the hands of the Most High. Okay, because that's what this is. This isn't nature doing it. This isn't Mother Nature. They always say Mother Nature, all right, because they always got to feminize everything and make it something about the female, all right? So they always say Mother Nature did this. This is Mother Nature fighting back. No, this is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, putting destruction upon you people. Why? Because the word has gone out, all right? They're brothers teaching the word all across the United States, all across, you know, every country, all right, all across the world. Okay, and people aren't hearkening to it, and because of this, all right, and because of them not, because the Israelites not keeping the law and the wickedness that's going out on the hands of these other nations in Esau, Edom, all right, hey, the Most High has had enough of it, and he's bringing the hammer down on this place, so to speak. Okay, and we know we're getting closer and closer and closer to the end. All right, these are this is a sign. All right, this is a sign of the times. All right, let's grab that. let's just grab that. Let's see. Yeah, this is Matthew 16:3 and Luke 12 and 56. All right, and they read Matthew 16 and Matthew 16 and 2. All right, and it reads, He answered and said unto them, When it is evening, you will say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the skies, but can you not discern the signs of the time? Okay, so you see all these things going out, man. You got people dropping dead like flies, all right? You got a massive hurricane going out, all right? You got World War III popping off, all right, with more than likely, all right, with Ukraine and Russia, all right? And if that's not World War III, hey, we're going to see something way worse, all right? It will come, all right? It's prophesied that World War III will come, all right? But, hey, we're seeing that war, all right? We're hearing all of this. Look, if you look around, man, hey, the world has gone to shit, all right? This isn't like 1992, 1990. This ain't your 1985, all right? Your 70s, all right? You're at the, at the disco, or your 80s, or you're at the partying it up, all right? The 90s, all right, where everyone's getting like, hey, this ain't that, all right? This ain't that, all right? This is mass judgment going forth, all right? We're extremely close to the end of these things, all right? And it should be ever so plain. It should be ever so plain for you people, but hey, you're not going to get it. You still think there's going to be a chance to continue on, all right? That things are going to get back. You've been in the mind state for what, 3 years now that things are going to get better. Hey, man, they're not going to get better. They're going to get progressively worse. All right, hey, and we're looking forward to it because the faster things get worse, the faster we get out of here. All right, we're done with this place. This place is falling apart. All right, it's clearly another fall of the Roman Empire. All right, we don't want no part of it. All right, we don't want to fall with the society. Hey, what do we want to do? We want to be part of the elect. All right, Lord willing, we're part of that number. All right, me as well as you brothers and sisters out there pursuing this truth diligently. Hey, and that we can get out of this place because this place fucking blows. All right. With all the wickedness, all right, the wicked laws, the wicked decrees that these people are putting out, all right, the indoctrination, the sheer amount of witchcraft that's within the media that you consume, all right, your TV, your video games, all right, your books, your music. Hey, man, this place is fucked. It's got to go, all right. And a lot of you people don't get that. You can look around and tell when it's gonna rain, all right. If you see a big ass cloud in the sky that is all dark, all right, it's gonna rain. All right, but you can't decide what times we're in. You can't discern which times we're in. You can't see we're at the end of this thing, man. All right, and it's plain. All right, it's plain for the people within this truth, and I always got to remember that. All right, because the Most High has those people blinded as well. All right, as in the truth, you get many forms of vexations. All right, on a day-to-day basis, but one of them, all right, personally for me, is looking around and thinking, how the hell can these people not see this? All right, you got people getting shot in the face. You got people dying left and right. You got wars and rumors of wars. You got earthquakes going on. You got a big-ass hurricane ripping through, and you can't see that we're at the end of this thing? Hey, that's because, we've been gifted this knowledge by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. A lot of these people aren't going to be able to see that. They're really blinded. They think that things are legitimately going to go, back to normal, all right? A lot of these people, you do have your doomers, as they call them, all right, your preppers, the Edomites that know, hey, man, shit's messed up, and we know, but you also have a large chunk. Those are a minority, all right? The large chunk of people think that things are going to get better, hey, and that's not the case. If you thought that, hey, you're sorely mistaken. Okay, so let's go on to Isaiah 29 and 6. It reads, Thou shalt be visited by the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Amen. All these so-called natural disasters aren't these aren't 1 minute. Thought I was gonna be able to type and talk at the same time. It's a little bit harder than you would think. All right. So let's look at this. Natural disasters, and they're not natural disasters. All right. They are God-made disasters. All right. Disasters from the hands of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. Judgment, if you really want to get down to it, judgment by the hands of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. Let's look and see. Can I just get a list? All I want's the fucking list, man. Okay. Earthquakes. All right. Volcanoes. Landslides, and hey, we've seen landslides over in Asia. All All right, earthquakes. Hey, those are. If I looked up earthquakes right now, you'd see a big ass. I actually wonder if they. Let's do that. Let's do it. I wonder if there's anything going on with that, since there's the. I don't know how that works. If there's anything because of hurricane. If there's any more earthquakes than usual. All right. There's quite a few. This is more than there usually are. We got, I don't even want to count all these. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Red means that was a bad one. 18. I'm not going to even continue counting. This is quite a few just today. All right, within, what is this? The past day. Okay, and you got one down here. Where did it go? It was red. They just messed it up on me. Here, let's see if I can. It's 2.8. So hey, man. Look at that one. It's down there. It's down there below Argentina, kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but still. What else do you got? Hey, man. All right. Not looking great. So then you got famines and droughts. Hey, we're seeing that. We're seeing famines, all right, on a small scale, all right. It's getting harder to find certain stuff at stores. It's picking up. Droughts, all right. Hurricanes, tornadoes, cyclones. Hey, we're seeing those. If I was correct, could have swore there was something about a tornado just recently. Yeah, so I guess hurricane causes tornadoes, all right? So, yeah, hey, man, not only are you getting hit by a hurricane, you're also getting hit by tornadoes as the aftermath. All right, extreme flooding, extreme temperatures, heat and cold. We're in a big heat wave, man. It's cooling down now, but, hey, man, that summer was brutal. Wildfires and lightning. So, hey, you know, these, only more to come. Only more to come. This is the trailer, so to speak, all right? Bear with me. Let me grab a drink. Alright, so this is just the trailer, man. Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Hey, man. It's gonna get hot out here. It's gonna get heated up. Alright? And you're gonna see all these things. Earthquakes, alright, you're gonna see tornadoes and hurricanes, tsunamis, alright? You're gonna have you're gonna have a bunch of these things, man. I had a dream, and I sat on it for a while. I'm not, I don't know necessarily if it's prophetic, because a lot of things didn't add up in it. All right, but I remember being like, I don't remember exactly what was going on. I remember I heard these, the air raid sirens that go on. All right, or like when a nuke hits, you hear those loud, sirens, and I guess they were telling us to like move to a safe location. For some reason, we were all being they were like separating people in different groups to go different places. Personally, I was in a group that was sent to go to this, like, it looked like an old library, and we were supposed to go back. I guess the library had like an undercroft. It was like, had a basement, and we were going down there. All right. But I didn't end up going down there. There was people down there, but I stayed on top because I guess down there I don't know. It was just weird down there. It was like, it was really dark. I don't think they had natural lighting. There was like candles, and it was creepy as shit down there. So I said, fuck it. I'm just gonna stay up on top. All right. And there was like an old guy that was reading a book. I remember I was sitting by him. This old Edomite dude. He was sitting in a book. I don't remember if I was talking to him or not. I was just sitting in the chair because there was a chair open, and I remember seeing, like, in the distance, something fall from the sky, and I remember it like hit, and then I remember closing my eyes, and I think I called on the name Yahweh Shai. I can't remember if I did or not, but I'm That's how I'm remembering it. I might not have, but that's how I'm remembering it. And then I remember just feeling a large force of wind, like very, very windy. All right, so I knew that it hit, and I didn't. I think I didn't hear anything either. I think it was completely silent. But I remember just a large amount of wind, like a very strong amount of wind, and I was surprised I didn't get blown from my spot. I think at that point I was actually I wasn't on the chair. I was actually laying on the ground. I was at that point. I don't remember if I moved, if I saw it, if I laid down on the ground, or what happened. But I remember laying on the ground and feeling an overwhelming force of wind come upon me. All right, and in my mind, it was in my impression that I was still alive. I didn't die. It was just the wind was passing over me at that point. All right, and then after that, I remember it was like a news clip that rolled. All right, it was a news clip that rolled. And I'm not going to say it's going to be several days after, because we're going to get saved after that. That's why I said everything didn't add up. But, hey, certain parts were stuck out to me, and that was one of them. And the other part was like, it was like a Twilight Zone clip. If you brothers ever seen the Twilight Zone, and the end, they'll have like a little part, like let's say where there's I can't think of how they ended, but there's like the one where the guy lost his glasses. It was the end of the world, and he wanted to read. All he wanted was some peace and quiet. And he locked himself inside like a bank cellar or something like that, and it ended up saving him. But he ended up breaking his glasses, and he couldn't read because he was blind. But at the end, they'll give you like a moral of the story, all right, and they'll be like, and this was blah 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 blah, and they'll have a moral of the story. Well, it was kind of like that in my dream. After that, after the wind was passing over me, I remember like it faded to black, like it was a movie or something, and then it showed like it showed like a graph, all right, like a bar graph, all right. It was kind of like a graph, all right, but it was shown instead of like, I guess it wasn't a bar graph. It was like this, right? But it was like this. It looked actually really similar to this, but these were buildings instead of graphs, and it was showing you, and it said in the days following the nuclear impact, something along those lines. All right, it said that tsunamis started to rise and get higher and higher and higher, and it showed, like down here was the Empire State Building, and it was high, like tsunami over skyscraper. And it looked like this. All right, it looked like this. So it was actually more similar to this, but it was like on the left. It showed it swelling up from the left, or like over like this. All right, I don't know if I can find a. Yeah, see, it was kind of similar to this, almost. All right, it was almost similar to this, but it was a lot different. All right, and it was like a graph like that, and I guess it was like shown on the news, and hey man, so hey, for some reason in my mind, I thought, when those nuke hit, when that nuke hits, all right, that's what I got out of it, because they were like 3 days later, the tsunamis got proceedingly worse and worse and worse, and it showed them rising. There ain't gonna be no days. All right, it's gonna be that day, and then we're gonna get saved, Lord willing, we're of the elect, and people are gonna get judged that day. But what I got out of it is it's not going to be days. You got to throw some of these things out. But what I got is that when the nukes hit, is that in other places, all right, there's going to be tsunamis like this, man. So, hey, you might think that, oh, Babylon, hey, you wouldn't be on Babylon. But, hey, man, I wouldn't want to be no part of that either. There's nowhere that's going to be safe. All right, but hey, we got a little off topic, but hey, that came to mind because these tsunamis, I remembered that in a dream. All right, and these hurricanes and all these natural disasters, these so-called natural disasters. All right, these God-made disasters. All right, these judgments, these forms of judgments from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, and so hey, it came out. I wasn't gonna do a testimony on it. I think I thought about it, but like I said, there was a lot. I was in a weird place that I'd never been. It wasn't a city that I was ever in. I was living there. None of it really added up. But hey, so those are the two things that I got that were solid, that seemed solid to me. But everything else just didn't make sense. All right. But hey, These little things you're seeing now, these hurricanes, little, that's a huge, well, hey, man, in the eyes of the Most High, in the hands of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, that's a small thing. If he really wanted to, you got to realize he's omnipotent, all right, or omnipotent, however you want to pronounce it, omnipotent, omnipotent, all right. If he really wanted to, he wouldn't, because it's not prophesied. If he really wanted to, he can make a hurricane so big that it just wipes out everything, all right. And that would still be, smaller on the scale of his power. All right, you got to realize he's an all-powerful being. These things that he's doing right now are lightweight to him. All right, but he knows how devastating they are to the people. All right. So Psalms 83 and 15 through 83 and 16. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. All right, and hey, maybe this will bring some of you people to seeing this, and hey, maybe you people out there in Florida or out there in South Carolina, that's bad. Maybe you'll get the fear on you when you see those brothers teaching. You say, oh man, I got to turn back. All right, I got to start doing right, man. This is hey, maybe that'll light a fire under your ass, so to speak. All right, so hey, maybe that's something that needs done. All right, some of you people learn by that. All right, some of you people learn by that. Let's get I'm curious. Let's go to the blue letter and grab verse 15. Come on now. Sight, man. Sight is falling apart. I don't know. I never used to have issues like this. Now you highlight something, it'll give you a random page, or it won't even. You'll type in a search bar, it won't give you anything, and I don't know, man. It's about as good as you can get. I'm not a big fan of the Blue Letter Bible. I don't like its interface for reading, at least. I like these because it's good for the video format. All right, it's Psalms. Blue Letter is really good if you're studying. All right, because it is a study Bible. But this one's better if you're reading it. I like this one for my lessons because you brothers and sisters can see it large. All right, instead of like down here. All right, and there's a lot of distractions all over the page when this one's just plain. So anyway, enough of my ramble about how we need a better page. All right, I like a combination of the two. That would be perfect. If I could get something like this, but with the interface of that, hey, that'd be perfect. Let's get Tempest. Hey, there we go.
Strong's H 5591. First reading. Sa'er. Sa'er.
Sa'er.
Second reading. Se'ara. Se'ara.
All right. Se'ara. All right. So it says a tempest, a storm, whirlwind, a tempest. So you got a whirlwind. What's a whirlwind? That should bring it up to you right then and there. Tornado, hurricane, typhoon, cyclone, tropical storm. Hey, if you go down here, man, look at this Strong's definition. From H 5590, a hurricane, a storm, a tempest, a whirlwind. So hey, man, Most High's got hurricanes on deck. All right, he's got them, but you can't do hurricanes. You can't. Oh, so you can't do hurricanes now. All right. Esau is gonna. Well, that's the world that does that. That's Satan. All right, sure. This is Isaiah 45 and 7. All right, and this is speaking of the Lord. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Well, I thought Satan was the only one. No, you're wrong. You thought wrong. All right, the Most High does all these things. All right, once again, Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. All right, and that shouldn't have to be broken down to you. That should be plain to you. I form the light and create darkness. All right, so He makes good things and bad things. I make peace and create evil. All right, good things and bad things. I, the Lord, do all these things. All right, so hey, the Most High is the one doing all these things. Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it? All right. So hey, everything's at control. Everything's in the control of the hands of Yehovah Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right. The Edomites aren't going to be able to stop it. All right, or do any of these things unless, all right, the Most High allows it. All right. Because, well, we actually stopped a tornado. Yeah, the Most High allowed that. All right. Now, from that, all right, onto this. This is just a short little excerpt. I wasn't gonna I thought about touching on it. I don't know. I was like, hey, I'm just gonna get it anyway because this is just something that was on my mind. I knew this shit wasn't gonna happen in the first place. It says, in a reversal, the education department is now excluding some borrowers from the student loan relief. All right, so the student loan relief is all these people saying, they said they were gonna, get rid of student debt. All right, student loan debt. And as soon as I heard that, I said that shit's not gonna happen. All right, that shit's not gonna happen. Personally, I don't really have to worry about it. I don't have any student loan debt. All right. Hey, some of you brothers and sisters out there might, but hey, everybody's got some kind of debt. All right, in this society with college. All right, college is a setup to get you in debt. All right, it says, in a reversal, the education department is now excluding some borrowers from student loan relief. All right, there's people 40s and 50s that still have student loan debt, man. I knew they weren't going to cancel this. I knew it. I had a feeling. I was like, man, they're not going to cancel that. That's a bunch of bullshit. All right, now they have a bunch of exclusions. All right, it says federal student loan borrowers whose loans are not held by the U.S. Department of Education will no longer be able to consolidate for the forgiveness as of Thursday. All right, borrowers with FFEL or Perkins loans not held by the Education Department can only qualify for forgiveness if they applied for consolidation before September 29th. New guidelines state. So they're going to have, okay, we'll free of your loan, but you had to do this, but you had to have this. You couldn't have done this. You can't have this. If you went here, you can't get it. If you can't do this, you didn't do that. That's what they're going to do. And they're like, well, we just had stipulations. They made it seem like everyone was just going to get their loan forgiven. Hey, man, bunch of bullshit. Never trust these Edomites. They're a bunch of fucking liars. They're a bunch of fucking liars. Esau, Edom, you so-called white man, you're a fucking liar. That's all you are. You're just a big fucking fat liar, all right? And we don't trust any of the shit you say. Why? Because everything you say is a fucking lie, If you said, hey, come over here, and you slap me, and then you said, hey, come over here again, and you slap me again, and then you say, hey, come over here, I'm not going to fucking go over there and get slapped again, all right? But a lot of these people will. They'll go over there, got slapped, got slapped, got slapped again, got slapped again, and that's what you people are doing. Esau Edom keeps on fucking you people over because you keep on trusting in him. You keep on falling after him, all right? Go and get the fucking jabroni in your arm and then dropping dead. And then now, it's just a large case of cardiac arrest. We're touching on that as well because that shit's getting ridiculous. The shit's getting ridiculous, all right? Honestly. So, but before we do that, let's get some scriptures, all right? This is just a quick little excerpt. It wasn't even like a major focus. I just wanted to touch on it because I thought it was ironic, all right? Ecclesiasticus 12:10, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, all right? So, hey, this is dealing with the first part, all right? But, hey, it's true that his iron, his wickedness is rusting as well, all right? We're starting to see through it, all right? It's starting to fall apart. His kingdom's starting to fall apart. But, hey, the first part, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, all right? Hey, you're not supposed to trust your enemy. Why? Because they're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to help you. They're not going to be able to do anything for you. Hey, and we know they're a bunch of liars. So why would you trust in a liar? If I lied to you, if you came up to me and I kept lying to you every single time, eventually you're going to write what I said off as a bunch of bullshit. But these people, these Edomites of the world, as well as these other heathen nations, and you Jakes, keep listening to every damn thing Esau Edom has to say, even though everything that's coming out of their mouth is bullshit. All right, it's astonishing, really. Psalms 58:3, the wicked are estranged from the womb, they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Does that mean they're speaking lies as a newborn? No, hey. But it means that as soon as they're ready, they're liars. These people are liars. I've showed you those videos of them bonking babies' heads, acting like they bonked a baby's head, and all the Edomites, they were the best liars. They hammed it up. There's that video I did a while back ago, said, we're not buying your crocodile tears, Esau. There's these white women showing how they could just cry and stop it. All right, instantly. All right, and that's what these women do. All right, and that's what these Edomites do in general. All right, it's a bunch of crocodile tears. It's a bunch of bullshit. They're liars. All right, and we don't give a shit about all the hurt you go through, Esau. We don't give a fuck. Actually, as a matter of fact, it makes us happy. So hey, welcome to the club. All right, welcome to the club. you know. And really, you're not allowed in our club. But hey, welcome to the club of you know, having some shit done to you. All right. Now you know what. You still don't know what it's like, but you got a taste of medicine. All right. You're kind of experiencing the curses on a small scale. All right. But hey, we just find it funny. All right. You don't know what bad is, Esau. So once again, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. All right. So hey, we see the kids are liars, the teenagers are liars. They're all just a bunch of liars. All right. And we don't believe a damn word they have to say. All right. Anything that they say, they have an ulterior motive behind it. If they say that you know, we're here to help you, you best know that they have some ulterior motive, like FEMA. All right. We're gonna come over here and help you. And what are they doing? They're raping the women. All right. Taking kids for children's sacrifices. All right. But they were there to help you, right? They were there to help you, all right? It's a bunch of bullshit, and we don't buy it, Esau, all right? Your shit's come to your dirty laundry's out in the air is I think the saying, all right? It's out in the air, and everyone's sniffing it, and the shit stinks, all right? So hey, you're not gonna be able to cover up. You're not gonna be able to cover up. This is Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value, and this is a wonderful scripture. In general, but it's also a wonderful scripture to get right here because it's talking about the lies we were just talking about, all right? And it also mentions you're all physicians of no value, which we're just getting ready to speak about. So hey, once again, Job 13:4, but ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value, all right? So hey, segueing into that, Coolio has been found dead, all right, at 59, all right? And there's been stipulations. All right, I know some. There was you know, I guess I'm under the impression that some brothers think that he was, you know, taken out because of he broke the oath. There was a video that Elder Yasha Wamba from the GMS Dallas camp did. It was a you know, short on his Two Through an Info. It was talking about breaking the oath. All right, because he was speaking about you know, the wicked thing, the homosexuality that happens within the industry. All right, with bending people over. You want to get famous, you know, you gotta, you know, take it up the ass. As gross as it is, I'm just gonna say how it is. That's how it is. All right, not gonna beat around the bush. As gross as it is, I don't even like mention it, but hey, that's what happens. All right, these rappers, your favorite rappers, have taken it up the ass, man. That's how it is. That's how they got to their fame. All right, they bent over. All right. And these people are, well, they sold their souls to the devil. That's how they sell their souls, all right? Because the devil is Esau Edom. You can't physically sell your soul, but you can sell out, all right, by bending over, and that's what they did, all right? Or these women have a gangbang ran on them, all right? Have a train ran on them with several men, all right? Hey, you know, or some of them sacrifice a loved one. That's why sometimes you see these people get really famous after one of their loved ones dies, you know, such as Kanye West and his mother. All right, I believe I'm not going to speak on that because I'm not sure, but I believe I'm just not going to speak on it. All right, I'm gonna leave it. But let's just say he progressively came into more and more wealth. All right, as time went on in his career. So hey, but Coolio, hey man, he's dead. Coolio is dead, and that one surprised me, honestly. And a lot of these rapper deaths don't surprise me. Coolio was in that part of your mind that's far back. You don't really think about him too often, but you know, he's got some jams. Well, I liked Coolio. Coolio's got some cool shit, you know. No pun intended. He had some cool shit. All right, I liked it. It was wicked music. I liked it back in the day. I don't really listen to that gangster rap now. Not that I'm trying to be over righteous. It doesn't sit well with me. It makes me feel all on edge or something, you know. I don't really like it. But hey, back in the day, I used to jam Revolution, you know. When the Revolution come on, and be up front with the finger on my trigger on my Mossberg pump. All right, and be right there with braids. What is it? I'm gonna be right there with 9 in my hand and braids in my hair. Hey, I used to get down on some. I used to get down on some of that, for real. And then you know, of course, Gangsta's Paradise, which, you know, it was good. It's a good song, but I think Revolution was better, personally. All right, but hey, that's besides the point. He's dead now. All right, and it's saying says no drugs, no drug paraphernalia. They're saying that he died from cardiac arrest. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. It says, we were told the friend called EMTs. He was at a friend's house. All right. Let's go ahead and grab it. Yeah, let's just go ahead and read it. It says, Coolio's talent manager, Sheila... No, let's not get that. All right, let's grab from here. Coolio died Wednesday, all right, which would have been yesterday. All right. TMZ has learned the rapper who has achieved enormous success in the 90s was visiting a friend late Wednesday afternoon when he passed away. Coolio's longtime manager, Jerez, I'm guessing it's Juarez, says Coolio went to the bathroom at his friend's house, but he didn't come out after a while. The friend kept calling for him and eventually went in and found Coolio lying on the floor. Says, we're told the friend called EMTs who arrived and pronounced Coolio dead on the scene, and Juarez tells us the paramedics suspect he suffered cardiac arrest. Everyone's dying from cardiac arrest now. Everyone has cardiac arrest. It's the most common death. One of them, an official cause of death has not been determined. All right, and we're not going to continue and read on, but hey, cardiac arrest. Let's see. Cardiac arrest. See, now people are fucking curious. They're curious. And it's not because of that. That's not doing it. It's the fucking needle you stuck in your arm that's doing it. You dumbasses. And there's no side effects. It's not gonna do anything. There's no side effects. It's fine. Now look, you're fucking dropping dead like flies, you dumb sons of bitches. And we don't care. We don't care. We're not gonna mourn you. We're not gonna lament you. We don't care because hey, you've been warned. You've been warned not to take that shit. And what did you do? You ran and took it. So hey, now if you're fucking dropping dead with cardiac arrest, hey, you know that's what happens. And now they're saying, oh well, everything is causing cardiac arrest now, but the Maxine waters, all right, but the jabroni, all right, but the snake venom, all right, but the stab me up McGee, all right, but the poison, all right. Everything is causing it, but that doesn't cause anything, all right? That's what they're saying. That doesn't do anything. There's still no side effects. Bullshit. There's been an increase in cardiac arrest since 2020 until 2021, all right? So whenever they started doing the stab me ups, all right, the Maxines, all right, whenever they started doing those, that's when the shit started pumping up, all right? So hey, bullshit. There's no long time ago, I did a video about dealing with, I think it was like some of the Nordic countries. It might have been Norway. They were doing studies on it, like choosing my words carefully. There's been rumors or talk. I won't say it's rumors because it's the brothers saying it. I'm not going to say the brothers saying rumors. There's been talk amongst the brothers that they're not hitting so hard. You can talk about it now because all this stuff's coming to light about it. But hey, man, I still want to be safe. I don't want to fall into Esau's trap. Hey, remember, never trust thine enemy. They could be doing this, so we all talk about it. And we're saying, you know, Maxine this, Maxine that. Of course, we're not using the code word. We be saying the real one. And then they hit us with one of those fucking things where they just ban us in large numbers. The strike after strike after strike, and we get 3 strikes, and then instantly our channels are down. All right, they do that shit. Sometimes I'll pull a video up from like a year ago and just take it down. They did that with me one time. It was a fucking old ass video, old as hell. All right. And they strike me and took it down. I said, what? It's been up for that long, and now you're gonna hit me with that? So hey, I'm not gonna trust Esau with this shit, because honestly, they might just do that, make everybody talk about it, and then say, oh yeah, you can't do this, and then you'll see channels just dropping. All right, and hey, so you brothers be careful out there. I don't want to see a bunch of brothers' accounts getting taken down because Esau tried to pull some shit like that. But hey, we know that this Maxine, all right, this I'm gonna just call it the stab me up, all right, and you know what I'm talking about, all right. It's the needle thing, all right, that you got for that's supposed to prevent it, all right. I'm gonna call it the stab me up McGee, all right, or the stab me up, all right. You took the stab me up, all right, and all these people that took the stab me up are now dying from cardiac arrest. Why? Because they took the stab me up, man. And there was a video that was put out, somebody that worked at there, and they said that at like these clinics, all right, these the stab me up clinics where you go to get stabbed up, all right, and they said there's I almost said the word, the vials, all right, of the juice, all right, they have numbers on them, 1, 2, or 3, all right, and 1 is a placebo. All right, it's just a saline solution. All right, and a placebo means it doesn't work. It's saline, so it's just like a salt water. All right, and that's what they give you at the hospitals. Makes you feel better. All right, it gets rid of headaches, makes you feel way clearer. All right, that stuff. All right, saline. The first one's saline. All right, and that's the one that the placebo. That's the one that they're giving to all these the big prolific celebrities. All right, like the presidents and your Cardi B's and your Drakes and all those people, if they even took it, that's what they would be getting, is those ones, because they don't want them to say, hey, I went and got this, and then die, because that would be ever so obvious. All right, so there's that one. They get those to the high level people that need to get so-called be jabbed up or stabbed up. All right, but they don't want those people to die and give it away. Then you have number 2, which is the mRNA. All right, which would be the actual so-called stab me up. All right, and that is causing all these deaths. That one is the one that's causing this cardiac arrest, all right, these health problems, all right, this sudden death, all right. That one is causing all those problems. The one where you're seeing people dying and having issues with their hearts and brains, all right, and all this stuff, that's the mRNA. And then there's a third one, all right, and that one has some sort of, I don't know if it's a gene mutation, some mutation in it, which basically says in like a year or two, people are going to be developing cancer. It's going to cause a high amount of cancer. All right, so if we're here in a year or two, which hopefully we're not, all right, hopefully we're saved by then, but if we're here in a year or two, you might starting to see cancer cases start coming up like crazy. And hey, remember this video, all right? Remember this, all right? And not just this video. I know the Apostle Ramallah spoke about it as well. All right, I can't remember where I originally found it. I think I just found it was like a picture like that one. I don't know if a brother posted it or. Something. I can't remember how I saw it, but I know Apostle Ramallah talked about it as well. But hey, remember these. Remember that what Apostle Ramallah said. Remember what remember not what we said, but what we relayed. All right, that information. All right, in that post. So hey, man, if cancer starts popping up everywhere and everyone's getting cancer, hey, now you know why. A lot of these people, if you look up. I don't even know if I want to do that. They might like scan the video and look for text. I'm not going to do that. You go ahead and look up the stab me up rates. The rates of the people that got the max, all right? The people that got the max, all right? Look it up. It's a pretty high number, all right? And at first I didn't quite believe it. I said, nah, but now all these people talking about it, everywhere I see is like, oh yeah, I'm jabbed up, or I'm stabbed up. They might hit me on that one because I said jab, but whatever. Oh yeah, I got to stab me up. Everywhere you go. Like a large percentage of my family got to stab me up. They're not really my family, so to speak. They're like, no, they're not, because they got different. My dad had a different dad. All right, same mom, different dad. So they're really not my family. But that whole side, as far as I know, I believe it has took it. I know at least two of my, I think two of my uncles have taken it, so-called uncles. All right, I call them my uncles even though they're technically not. All right, got my uncles have took it. I know for a fact one has. I'm pretty sure the other one did too. All right, his wife has taken it as well. Both their kids have taken it. All right, my my father as well as his wife. All right. My stepmom, so to speak, all right, have taken it. All right, they didn't want to get it, but they had to get it because they were in a different country and they wanted to come back over during that time, and they said, hey, we're not letting you over unless you get it. But hey, that shows you, man, why you don't leave in these other countries, man, because now they got this stuff. But they've been fine. I think they might have got a placebo or something like that. They haven't had anything happen. But my uncle's, one of my uncle's ex-wives that I used to stay with for a little bit when I first moved here. All right, because I was trying to come to this state. All right, she got it, and man, her health has been in fucking a disarray. Her daughter got it. Her health has been in a disarray. All right. Some of the other people in the house, they got it as well. It hasn't been in that bad of a state, but hey, man, her and her daughter's health are in a disarray, and it got bad when they took that max. They started having all sorts of shit happen, and it never occurred to them that that could happen. And she was trying to force me to get it when I was living with her, all right? And I haven't been living with her for almost about a year now. But she was always trying to get me, get that stuff. I said, hey, I'm not fucking getting that shit, man. There's problems with it. And she was trying to force me, and I said, hey, man, look, that's causing like heart problems with these people, all right? And she says, well, if you get the vid, that causes heart problems as well. And hey, pretty much everyone in this truth, we've already got the vid, and we're not having problems like these people that are poisoned up. So hey, that's a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, that's enough of my rambling. Let's get back on topic. Cardiac arrest is at an all-time high, man. At an all-time high. So they say Coolio died from that. All right. So I believe, and I'm not saying that he couldn't have got from releasing insider information, but personally, in my opinion, doesn't really matter. I think he died from the stab me up McGee because of the cardiac arrest. And whenever I see that cardiac arrest, it's more than likely that they died from getting the max. All right, and he was a low-level celebrity, so they're not going to worry about giving him the placebo or not. They're just going to give him whatever. All right, he's not like a high Coolio. You don't hear everybody going out and waiting for the new Coolio concert and all that. It's not popular among these new kids. All right, he's old news. So let's look how cardiac arrest has been doing. All right, you type in "died cardiac arrest," man, you're going to get a long list. Ricardo Centurion, sudden death, cardiac arrest while driving. Mancherial student dies of cardiac arrest. High school football player 15 dies tragically night before his game, cardiac arrest. Cardiac arrest. House fire. Weak Indian hearts. Athletes dying of heart attacks. Cardiac arrest. I wonder if that's the same guy as Rob Wardell. I don't know where he's from. Rob Wardell. Oh yeah, that's why I had it up. Rob Wardell, cause of death, cardiac arrest. All right, Rob Wardell. All right, he was a mountain biker, cycler. All right, hey, look at that. You see what that said right there? All right, hey, they're saying it wasn't. None of these people were. All right. Died, cardiac arrest. Died of going into cardiac arrest. Died of cardiac arrest, heart attack. Cardiac arrest. Cardiac arrest. Oh, that's the same one. 3 high school athletes died suddenly of cardiac arrest. Can a 17-year-old have a heart? They're gonna put all these news out to make it seem. I've heard staying up late causes more likely to have heart attacks. Sleeping too long. I don't know, but I don't want to say sleeping too long. I don't want to say something that wasn't true. But I think they said staying up too late. Man, everything staying up too late causes heart attacks. Staying up, getting too much sleep causes heart attacks. They're gonna come up with all these things and just normalize heart attacks. It's just it's fucking retarded. Cop dies of cardiac arrest. Let's see. They're going to try to throw that in. Cardiac arrest. Rob Wardell, cardiac arrest. Cardiac arrest. Cardiac arrest. What else we got? 22-year-old dies of cardiac arrest after watching India and Australia cricket. All right. What do we got? Oh, fuck that then. We're not doing that one. Former Italian footballer dies of cardiac arrest during a football match, or soccer as we would call it. Young Scott's dad died after cardiac arrest. Man died of internal bleeding leading to cardiac arrest. Heart attack versus sudden cardiac arrest. Explains the recent surge in cases, deaths. All you need to know. We're going to touch on that maybe. Rob Wardell, cardiac arrest. All right. Peak District walker dies after suffering cardiac arrest on popular trail. So hey, everyone's just getting cardiac arrest now. Let's see. Can we get why? First, because of the increase in incidence. First, because of increase in the incidence of cardiac arrest or heart attack in general population, as the physical activity was reduced during the, and even at bullshit. bullshit. That's the bullshit horn. It's going off. Bullshit. No, it's because of the fucking vaccines. That's why. Because everyone ran out and took that shit. And now everyone's dying of a heart attack. And we don't feel sorry for you. You shouldn't have fucking done it. You shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have. And now you're dying of a cardiac arrest. And hey, you were warned, you dumbass. So hey, you shouldn't have took it. You shouldn't have took the shit. And now you're dying. And oh well. That's it. Oh well. That's judgment. That's judgment. You shouldn't have took it. You shouldn't have took the vaccine. You shouldn't have took the jabroni. You shouldn't have took the stab me up. All right, the venom, the poison, the snake bite. Well, snake bite's a little bit different, but hey, you shouldn't have took it. You shouldn't take that either. All right. So hey, if you took that vaccine and now you're getting cardiac arrest, hey, that's your own dumbass fault. All right. Zephaniah 3:5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. So hey, this judgment's going out for Coolio and all you people. All right, all you people. None of you safe. All right, none of you are safe. Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. All right. So when you people went out and trusted the white man, all right, because there was there was a virus running around, all right, in 2020 and 2019, and you got so scared. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh. And you ran out and you got that fucking shot. All right. You got that shit, and now you're dead. Hey, that shows you that there's no one that can deliver out of his AA. And that's speaking of judgment, but that's also because of these things going out. You thought that you were gonna pull one over on the Most High and you were gonna get a shot and you weren't gonna get it. Now look at you. You've all got it, and now on top of getting it, because I can tell you, the people in my family that have gotten that the jabroni, they've got it. All right, my dad got the thing. He ended up getting it. All right, my uncle, he got the thing. He got it. His wife got it. She got it. All right, both of their kids have got it. All right. So hey, I don't think my so-called aunt had gotten it, but her kids have gotten it. All right, and they have it. All right, they have the jabroni. All right, so what's the fucking point? And here we are. I haven't got the jabroni. All right, my wife hasn't got the jabroni. All right. And we got vid. All right, we got vid. All right, so what's the point of if we got it and they got it and they got the juice and we don't? What's the point of even getting the juice? All right, hey, it wasn't to help you, man. It wasn't to help you. All right, it wasn't. So what's it for? What kind? You don't see people getting polio. All right. That got the stab me up for the polio, and I'm not condoning going and getting the polio stab me up. I'm just saying back then, hey, you don't. It's some form of way of hiding media or whatever. It would seem to be that one worked, but this one doesn't do shit. This one doesn't do shit, man. So hey, just like the flu shot, that doesn't do shit. All right. Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. All right, so if you people ran off and got that thing, hey, guess what? You fall into the hand of the Most High, and that's a terrible place to be, and there's no one that can deliver you from it. All right, no matter of what you're on. All right. As far as going back to Coolio, hey, man, with him being an old-ass head, all right, and I'm not disrespecting, I'm just calling him an old head. These old heads, these rap games, Coolio, God damn it, what's his name? Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, all right, all these old heads, all right, Suge Knight, all right, I don't like him at all, but hey, that's a different story. All right, all these Snoop Dogg. All right, all these old heads, and we can get, the boys from Mobb Deep, Mos Def, all right, Das Effects, all right, Tribe Called Quest. We'll get some East Coast for you East Coast brothers out there that are probably thinking, no, what about East Coast? East Coast rap's better anyway. I'll say it. It's way better. All right, it's way better than West Coast rap. West Coast rap is not even comparable. But hey, where was I going with this? I completely lost my track of mind. Hey. But that's what I was saying. Yeah, all those old heads. All right, all those old heads. Have most of them, all right, and I'm gonna say most because I won't say 100%, which I'm damn near close to 100%. I would assume, have all come in contact with the truth. All right, they've been around for a long time, man. Those running since the 80s and 90s, man. They're all in their 40s, 50s, 60s now. All right, they've had time. They've heard some stuff, man. Especially with all of them being so-called black people, all right, and they circulate in those groups. You know for sure if they've heard of these Islam groups, these what do they call them? Something of Islam. I can't remember their name. All right, but those Islam groups. They've heard of those. They've heard of the Hebrew Israelites. All right. So hey, and you know that they didn't hearken. They didn't hearken. All right. So this is Proverbs 13:13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. All right. So hey, let's grab verse 14 as well. The law of the wise is the fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. So hey, man, these people, they've had time. They've known. All right, I'd be willing to almost bet money, and I'm not going to bet money on it. All right, because I don't like doing it. But I'm using it as a saying. All right, I'd be willing almost to bet money that he's come across Hebrew Israelites at some point in his time. All right. He's one of the ones that I'd find it very hard to believe that he's never come across the brothers out on the highways and byways. I'd be very surprised, all right, or someone in his group that mentioned to it. I would be very surprised if that was never the case. All right, I think personally, and again, my opinion doesn't matter. I think he probably did, and a lot of these rappers have. All right, a lot of these rappers have. A lot of these people know about the Hebrew Israelites. All right, and hey. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. And these people don't want none of it. 2nd Esdras 7:20 through 7:24. For there shall be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. For the Most High have given straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and which they should observe to avoid punishment. Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him and imagined vain things. All right, and that's the state of a lot of our people. They've been told, they know, all right, but hey, they're not going to do it. They're going to be on the line, if I can't eat pork, man, hey, they're going to be in that mindset. Who was that? I believe there was, I don't want to bear false witness. I believe it was, I can't remember his damn name. That shrimp-eating ass demon. I can't remember his name. Sudden as hell, I can't remember him. I think he said something about the Hebrew Israelites too once. Was Busy Bone? No. Can't remember. And deceived themselves, continuing on. Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him and imagined vain things, and deceived themselves by the wicked deeds, and said of the Most High that he is not, and knew not his ways. All right? And deceived themselves by their wicked deeds, and said of the Most High that he is not, and knew not his ways. They didn't follow after him. All right? They didn't do what was commanded of them. But his law have they despised, and denied his covenants, and his statutes have they not been faithful, and have not performed his works. All right, and so hey, when we see the judgment of these rappers, we know a lot of them. Hey, one, they're doing a wicked thing. All right, it's a doctrine of death, and the other thing on top of that is that hey, a lot of these people have been warned, man. A lot of these people have been warned. This is 2nd Esdras 15:26. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. So hey, you're not gonna be able to hide your sin, man. You're not gonna be able to hide it. So, you people that have heard this word and still haven't turned back to it, hey, man, it's time to turn back. And we're in dangerous times. All right, you don't want to end up dead on your best friend's bathroom floor. Hey, that's not a way to go. All right, but if you continue doing wickedness, hey, the Most High will do that, and guess what? Rightfully so. All right, that was a righteous thing. All right, because hey. Anything the Most High does is right, all right? He knows what's right, all right? Man doesn't know what's right, all right? Right or wrong, all right? The man doesn't know what's right or wrong, all right? But the Most High does, all right? This is Galatians 6:7. We in the truth, we know what's right and wrong. How? Through the Scriptures, all right? Through the Scriptures, through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is given to us, all right? But your average day man, they really don't know between right and wrong. Like if you asked if the death of a newborn baby, all right, and there's no such thing as newborn either. That's a different topic. Let's just say an infant. All right, if there was a death of an infant, is that a righteous thing that the Most High did? All right, one, they would say that the Most High didn't do it. They'd say it was Satan, and they'd say no, it was not righteous. All right, so that shows you these people don't know what's going on. All right, but hey, we're gonna get Galatians 6 and 7 close out. Hey, man, because let's grab it. What this man put out, all right, was wickedness. All right.
Blood in the valley, from the shores of Maine all the way to Compton County. I'm calling rally to the homies in the street light. Take a real close look at what it looked like. A young nigga in the ghetto raised up on grit. The first thing mama told me was don't take no shit. Playing tag with body bags, bullets and bloody rags, and then to put the Dodge on the toe tag.
Hear everything he's speaking about? Death, man.
Whoever the man today might not be the man tomorrow, cause life is full of hardships, pimp slaps and sorrow. You gotta believe in something, but whatever you do, make sure what you believe is real and true. Fuck the lies and alibis, I come to realize my visual assault are wasted on blinded eyes. Like AT&T, you gotta make a switch or get pushed to the side like a little bitch. When the revolution comes, I'ma be up front with my finger on the trigger of a Mossberg pump. When the revolution comes, I'ma be right there with my 9 in the head, braids in my head.
Alright, they'll probably copyright strike us, but hey, man. That's what that man, that's what he was putting out, man. That's what he was putting out. And I'm not going to lie and say that I didn't think the song was good. I think it's a good song. Is the message good? Absolutely not, but I think he's got a good flow. Alright, I think he's got a good flow. But hey, man, everything was death. Talking toe tags and body bags, alright. Mom told him not to be a bitch, alright. And so he's going to be up there with a 9 in his hand, braids in hair, a Mossberg pump, with a shotgun, man. Hey, it's all death, man. He's putting out wickedness into the world. So, hey, that's what he got back, all right, is death. He put death out in there, all right, and the doctrine of death, and he's getting death back. This is Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. All right, and look at these rappers, man. These rappers, all right. If you ever watch the videos that the elder Natazak puts out, man, he makes a lot of lessons about these rappers, man. These rappers' judgments, and just this week, other than Coolio, I think there was 2 other ones. All right, 3. There was 2 females, and some other guy as well. So hey, man, you're putting that out, you're gonna get it back. So hey, with that, we're gonna close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until the next one, Lord willing. Shalom.